Greetings. Bonjour. O genki desu ka? Ni hao ma. Buenos dias. Todos los gentes. Folks, fellow citizens, cosmic energies, star energies, archangels, all beings of the light, I believe we're all of the same cosmic family. So with that aura of love about myself, that cosmic force field of brotherhood, sisterhood about my being, please come at me. Come at me, bro. Meaning my ego is what it is. I am aware of what my mental layer is. I don't allow what the thoughts, there's a separation in that aspect of my makeup. And anyone who has done any amount of self-introspection or, working on the self, engaging in any kind of, program of separating illusion from reality, essentially, without to get too far out into the weeds, A Course in Miracles is all about separating the ego illusion from the true power, the true Gnosis of the spirit, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to use the word Jesus and alienate anybody, but essentially, no matter who we are on this planet, in this density, third density, we all deal with the same things, regardless, irrespective of our backgrounds or stations in life, or except unless you're one of these Bill Gates people or whatnot. Was it Fauci or whatever? I wouldn't want to be anywhere near. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, I want to share something, a little exchange on Facebook, if you will. And so anyway, this fella had made he made a post, and it's a very nice group. I appreciate, these are my people, so to speak. All this 5,000 plus members, I have a lot in common with these people and the path that they've been on, I think. They may not think that. However, it's important to me to have this kind of interaction. So I don't even know what kind of demographic is watching these videos that I post on this BitChute, but I wanted to share this because I think it's illustrative of where I'm going with this particular video. So this person, Bradley, he made a post. Don't mind the fact that you can read it, and he's talking about his energy. He was mentally able to, interact with the cloud system, I guess. And I'm not, maybe I respect, but anyway, I just kind of poke the bear, so to speak. But the way I understood it was his energies had somehow interacted with the natural environment. And I'm not, saying anything about that, man. That's great. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't trying to be an asshole when I commented yawn, but Bradley, the Chaos Mage, he responded by my, I guess good-natured, lighthearted poking of the bear. So he says, still more than sharing articles and whatever those delusions are that you're trying to make sense of. Man, I thought I've come across some people that are lost so far, but you really take the cake. And he's talking about yours truly. The stars must have aligned just right for all of you to come out of nowhere and start trying to talk shit on my craft. What callous efforts driven by the mindsets of repugnant egos. What you have done. You barely can decide on who you are, let alone make an impact on this world. Now, I'm not going to say anything about that. I appreciate that. I take that as positive criticism, and it leads me to, after I conclude with this point, I'm going to post another video that I made a long time ago that essentially deals with what's called chaos magic, but paradigms of Gnosis and how, and how the ego. So let me put it to you this way. If you are trying to live through an ego of a linear type of ego where you have this mask, this sense of self, and you're trying to put that against the world, then good luck with that, because that's why there's a whole world full of people that are on medications and insane, because they can't deal with their egos being crushed by truth. Now, and what, you know, Bradley has observed, Bradley Dodd, you can barely decide on who you are. So I freely admit that. I kind of go in and out in between the veils and identities, and, you know, I accept that. But that's part of whom I am, and that's the only way that I can deal with a wonderful, wide, wonderful world of truth and gnosis. You know, far be it for me to try to preserve this little ego of Mark McGuire and keep it sacrosanct and keep it in a hermetically sealed, sort of, you know, environment where it doesn't, you know, that's truth and that's all that there is, and it's never going to, you know, grow from there. So I accept that, and but I'm glad that Bradley had that to share. And, you know, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna post a video right after this where I talk about that, and I kind of give a little bit more nuts and bolts. But I mean, really, I feel fortunate, because I'm gonna tell you this too. Here's another thing. I get a little, my ego gets a little pricked a little bit when I see somebody put a hands down or dislike on one of my videos. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. What would be far worse than me posting a video and getting 20 dislikes is the fact that I post a video and nothing happens. No one likes it or dislikes it. It's just kind of, there's no reaction. So to me, you know, I appreciate what Mr. Bradley Dodd had to say about his perception of my persona, and God bless you, sir. And when I say namaste, namaskaram, of course, that means the divine within me recognizes the divine within you and within all of you. Because the Buddha mind, when we conceptualize and understand, you know, spiritual gnosis, and we're able to have this, the way I look at it is I have this sort of force field of love around me. And that, you know, whatever, if that sounds like I'm some kind of, you know, idealist hippie person or whatever, it's just the fact of the matter. It's my gravy, it's my love lubrication that gets me through this, you know, if you want to call it madness. But I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate feedback. I appreciate my brothers, my sisters. You know, as the Masons say, and I'm not a Mason, although I've gone, in my estimation, gone way beyond the 33rd degree Mason. But the Masons do have the saying, iron sharpens iron. So in that spirit, brothers and sisters, all cosmic family, iron sharpens iron. Namaste, namaskaram.